On a possible meeting in Paris. I read in the press on Thursday of the Coalition of the Willing. At this stage, I don't have any confirmation to share with you. Otherwise, of course, I would have announced it in the agenda of the President at the beginning of the midday. On her interview, I believe she has further elaborated on what we have always been considering, or whether she has always been putting forward, and us as Commission as well, as key elements of security guarantees for Ukraine. Security guarantees for Ukraine should come, in our view, first and above all from the strength of the Ukrainian armed forces, who should not be restricted in their scope, in their numbers, and in the possibility of cooperating with third countries. This is a first element. The President has always been very clear that what she calls as a Porcupine strategy, so to make Ukraine undigestible for any external aggressor, and of course Russia above all, is absolutely key. Second line of these security guarantees would be indeed the support provided by the Coalition of the Willing, and of course the European Union with them, with a commitment by the United States that she has always welcomed and is of relevance in ensuring security guarantees that can provide Ukraine with sufficient certainty going ahead. She has indeed elaborated a bit further yesterday evening on what this security guarantees could be looking. As you know, there have been ongoing reflections on this since a number of weeks and perhaps months, at technical level, at political level, military engagements as well. So this is basically what is shaping up, and why the President is saying that as of now there is a pretty precise plan as concerns the security guarantees. Then, of course, further security guarantees are, as we have always said, the scale up of defence capabilities in the European Union, and all we have been doing in the sense. And here, of course, important to take into account what the President has been announcing and saying during her visit at the frontline member states these past few days. Thomas can eventually elaborate on all the spectrum of activities that we are carrying out to strengthen our defence capabilities in our Union. And last but not least, of course, enlargement and the possibility for Ukraine to decide whether it wants to go ahead with the enlargement process with the European Union is also key. In this respect, we have always said that this choice has to be in the hands of Ukraine, and we reconfirm this is the case. So basically, the President has provided a bit more insight and has elaborated a bit further on those that are the core principles that we consider to be at the heart of security guarantees that can work and grant a just and lasting peace for Ukraine. There are Commission representatives that participate to these technical level talks. The President is in constant contact with the leaders. Therefore, it is the view of the President, formed through this information that she gets in discussions with the leaders, as well as technical level engagements, that there is a plan that is coming to shape. There is a clear roadmap, as she has said, towards building these security guarantees. She has said that, for example, in last week's meeting of the Coalition of the Willing and Defence Chiefs, they have worked out a pretty precise plan for this engagement. She has also reiterated that, of course, it always needs political decision-making from the specific member states involved, because, for example, deploying troops is clearly a national competence. But I think that she considers that the sense of urgency that surrounds the current state of the war, of doing everything in our capabilities to make sure that Ukraine is in a position of strength if and when Russia decides to engage at the negotiating table, are pushing all partners, including the European Union, but very much beyond, with the Coalition of the Willing and with the United States, to want to contribute to these security guarantees.